Bitcoin is rolling as we enter the afternoon, guys. We got some very decent recovery on the charts, as well as some pretty bullish news, starting with NYDIG and Q2 launching a Bitcoin platform to help banks and credit unions transact Bitcoin, as well as Mastercard to soon offer Bitcoin rewards for purchases. Rewards and purchases for merchants, guys. This is simply connecting their whole merchant bank global network to Bitcoin. So, no doubtedly, those two stories are contributing to the positive price movement. But that's not all I got for you in this video, guys. This is going to be quite the interesting one because I ran across some very interesting stories from around the globe, starting with 13-year-old kid from India raising $300,000 for his latest DeFi project. Now, the reason why we're going to just jump into this one really quick, guys, is because of a certain thing that this young man said. I feel like this quote that he said needs to be heard by somebody today, so we're going to get into that. We're also going to take a flash look at Ethereum's Altair upgrade coming in 2 days, guys. And of course, we have the official first central bank digital currency going live today in the form of the e-Nara, guys. But that's not all. Celo. This news is actually from I want to say about a week ago. But this wave for recipients for this grant from the Celo Foundation, guys, some very interesting recipients, and there is about to be a lot more usage of Celo in the coming months, guys. And the same thing goes for Stellar Lumens. We're going to break down what an automated market maker is, guys, because Stellar is about to get one. And they have also recently done a community fund, a development event where they handed out grants to developers as well. And some of the things that came out of this one, it's quite interesting, guys. I'm just going to say there's another stablecoin coming to the market really soon. But got a couple bonuses for you guys. We'll share those once we get to the end. But let's take a look at the charts. Let's talk charts really quick, guys. Bitcoin at time of recording, which is around noonish, sitting at 63,544, up 4% on the daily. Now, what I'm seeing play out, guys, yesterday I did the quick video last evening because we were coming so close to this we were coming so close to this moving average, guys, and I was curious to see if we were going to bounce off of it or break below it a little bit. And as you can see here, we did actually break below it a little bit. But the beautiful part about that is, as you can see down here, guys, the moving average indicated by this red line here provided a very, very strong level of support that kept us above 58,000. And it looks like now we're continuing that stair step pattern that is being displayed on the weekly chart. As you can see here, guys, we had a slight, what I like to call a cooling of the jets, if you will. Bitcoin had to calm down because it had been going insane. The Pistons had been running on overdrive the first couple of weeks of August. So that was natural. That was healthy, as they call. And as you can see here, guys, it opened up these bands a bit more, meaning that now we have more room to move around. Okay. And judging by the obvious uptrend that we're in, it's not likely that we're going to come back down anywhere near these levels. So only place to go from here is up, guys. And that has had a ripple effect on the rest of the markets. Most notably, guys, Sensorium up 20%. This is the second. Now, don't mess with me on my charts now, TradingView, when I try to show the Sensorium truth. But second day in a row, double-digit gains, guys. What do you think that is? Well, there's the season finale of Alter Ego. Most people may not say that that's related. I think it is. Also, that app just came out. It's in beta. That's where I got that clip from, guys, where I talked to the algorithm about crypto. Do you see the correlation? Okay. again, why did I say this was going to lead the metaverse next year? It's because of things like that. But Celo doing very well right now, up 20%. Now, in case you're wondering, let's see if this is, if you may be curious, okay, can I still get in on Celo? One, I'm going to tell you absolutely yes, because the app is still in beta and nothing has started yet. But on the technical side, you can see by the chart up here, there's a whole lot more room to grow. I could easily see this reaching $2 by next month. So at $1 right now, you get in now, you can double your money. That's just my humble opinion. But Shiba Inu also going completely insane, guys. And the charts is pretty much the same story with SHIB. Now, I don't glorify or talk about meme coins on this channel because I don't believe in putting my money in a joke, and if the sentiment is that this is a joke, then I don't play with my money. But Shiba Inu is doing some things that other so-called meme coins aren't able to accomplish. So the narrative might be changing on SHIB, guys. I'll be the first to admit narrative might be changing. My friend of mine is doing pretty well off his Shiba Inu stack right now. So hey, I can't knock the hustle. Okay, that's what Hope said. But KuCoin shares also up strong right now, guys. Back up to $16. Okay, and so that is when exchange coins like this rally, guys. That's indicating that there are a lot more people coming into the space, and much like with the articles that we have coming up, guys, it's clear that adoption is rolling in, guys. Celo, another one, up 8%. That I did not even see, guys. We are discovering that together. Let's check, though, the other token we'll be talking about today in the form of Stellar Lumens, up 2% right now, guys. And as you can see, when we do our Stellar chart analysis, guys, we started to see this towards the end of September, right? Okay, so now what's playing out here, and we'll zoom on this. This channel that I was slightly concerned about is now starting to break, guys. So that means, as you can see here, it's starting to crack up. That's going to push us closer to a 50-cent Stellar Lumens. Then the momentum plays out from there, guys. We would have developed a sufficient uptrend, and then the momentum will carry us the rest of the way. Not to mention other projects like Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP are going to be going crazy. Competition is going to get wild around here, guys. So other performers doing well. VeChain also, guys. IOTX doing good. Solana making a lot more headlines, guys. That game is getting ready to come out, okay? And you can tell by the chart action right here. Oh, 300 will be easy for Solana. Easy, guys. So market's looking good, guys. Let's spin the globe a bit and look at what's going on around the world. NYDIG, okay? Very important company, guys. Very important. They came out earlier in the year on Twitter stating that, oh, we're about to do a lot of big things. Watch this. And sure enough, they have all year delivered on their word. And now they have another major development in the form of Q2, launching a Bitcoin platform to help banks, credit unions transact Bitcoin. The partnership will integrate NYDIG's digital banking platform into Q2's digital banking platform, leveraging its innovation studio so credit unions and banks can provide Bitcoin services to its customers, guys. So essentially, if you don't know, what NYDIG specializes in is the connecting of your traditional finance, your legacy finance players, and connecting them to the blockchain. Okay. And you can just tell by these three headlines here, some press releases. Houston Firefighters Relief and Retirement Fund announces Bitcoin purchase. That's an example of what they do. They've also partnered with Chainalysis, which is a very prominent crypto blockchain data collector, as well as their banking partnerships. MVB Bank, Victor, and NYDIG announced partnership to offer industry's first white label Bitcoin and banking platforms to fintech. So NYDIG's position in the space, guys, is to bring in the banks. And with this particular move, the first two banks that they have pulled in was in the form of, I believe it's called Unify and First Bank. First Bank is, well, let me just go down here, give the correct, Five Star Bank and Unify come together. They will be the first ones to use this, and that's going to cover most of your Buffalo, New York area, and the other bank having locations around the country. So this is again going to expose more people that have not only heard about Bitcoin on CNBC. It's going to give them a chance to go through their bank in order to purchase and hold and invest and expose themselves to cryptocurrencies, guys. But much along the lines of that, Mastercard is also tightening its game, guys. This is coming in the form of their relationship with Bakkt. Okay, so simply put, they will be using Bakkt's technology to allow the banks and the merchants on the Mastercard network to transact in Bitcoin, to offer Bitcoin rewards and Bitcoin related services to their customers. And if you don't know, guys, Mastercard is global. They are right next to Visa when it comes to banks on their network, merchants on their network. There are thousands, okay, tens of thousands even, merchants on Mastercard's network, and this technology with Bakkt is going to allow them to expand, guys. So a lot of adoption coming in for Bitcoin right now, a lot of positive things happening for blockchain, guys, especially this right here. Nigeria prepares to launch digital currency e-Naira today. The president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, will formally unveil the much anticipated central bank digital currency known as the e-Naira on Monday, October 25th. The Central Bank of Nigeria first announced the e-Naira in June. This was after they had previously banned banks and financial institutions from facilitating crypto transactions. Yes, the narrative in Nigeria, guys, has been quite extensive all year. If you've been with this channel for a while, you know I've been covering it, starting from the aforementioned bank ban, or however you want to call it. But now, as you can see, we're here. The first publicly nationalized CBDC, because nobody seems to talk about the sand dollar in the Bahamas. They just don't. Nobody, I don't understand. But like that video I did about it, still to this day, it's been out 8 months, only has 47 views. Like, I don't understand, but hey, knowledge is power to those who wield it. But CBDC launched today, guys. So that is going to indicate a trend, a very positive trend going forward. Now, some more positivity, guys. Let me talk about this 13-year-old kid from India and his raising of $300,000. Okay, now essentially, guys, young guy, 13-year-old, crypto focused Gajesh Naik. He's a DeFi founder from Goa, India. He raised $300,000 in a pre-seed funding round for his DeFi project called Tashk. Now, what I want to share with you guys is a couple quotes from this young man, okay? Because his head is on right and his vision is very strong. He states that my goal with funding is to get investors who can advise me on how I should grow and project, and also kickstart hiring and other marketing activities. The next quote is the one that got me, guys. Now, if you're younger and you're watching this, let this quote sit with you today, okay? Or whenever you're watching this. I can't use the centralized exchanges because of my age. I am unable to sign unable to sign contracts. Therefore, smart contracts have enabled me to raise funding despite my age, guys. That right there is a sign of things to come. Now, the wealth gap won't be generational. Well, in a sense it will, but it won't be. Wealth won't be distributed the same way that it was in the last 20 years, in the last 25 years. Because now a 13-year-old can create a smart contract and make more money than his parents. Okay? That's the world we live in, guys. Just wanted to share that with you guys. It was a very positive story to me. I really found some positivity in this. But More positivity, guys. Ethereum's upgrade, Altair, is coming in the next 2 days. This is essentially going to bring us one step closer to Ethereum 2.0. So that is good, guys. Ethereum 2.0 is going to address these gas fees. Okay. It's projected. That's the intention, is to reduce these gas fees as well as move from a proof of work to proof of stake. You can double check that if I have it backwards, but where Ethereum is going to switch its consensus mechanism, essentially making it deflationary, reducing the transactions, and instead of it being a mining based protocol, it'll be a stakeholder based protocol. So that means that in order for a lot of decisions to be made on Ethereum, it's going to be dictated by who is holding the most Ethereum. So if you haven't already, get into Ethereum 2.0, guys. That's actually one of my largest positions because I can see the future of finance, guys. But before we get out of here, guys, let's break down this Celo grant that I wanted to show you guys, because there are a few players that will be coming into the Celo ecosystem that you might be interested in seeing. Now, I actually have the tab open, but they have it available here. Looks like it'd be easier to read from here, guys. But a couple things that stand out from these list of grantees, guys, award winners. Blockchain at Michigan. This is Celo and the University of Michigan coming together, guys. They will start a tutorial educational series centered around Celo and Celo blockchain. So that is going to bolster not only adoption, but education in blockchain and DeFi protocols itself. And with their tutelage, when a student comes in through U of M and takes a blockchain course, their tutelage is going to be in Celo. So of course, that's going to more times than not make them an investor into Celo. But let's see what else we got here. Creating and managing smart contracts on Celo without the need for programming skills. This is the C block token creator. So pretty soon people will be able to develop their own tokens on Celo. We have more digital cash solutions, digital Celo wallet. Let me see, CARE. This one is servicing Ecuador and Venezuela. So that's going to be pretty big, guys. Chai Money. API support for CUSD to mobile money, airtime, gift cards in 15 African countries. If you don't know, airtime minutes in Africa, in some places, is like money, guys. So that's going to be big as well. Now, this one is a very interesting one, guys. Their work with consensus. Now, remember where we hear that word before. R3, Hyperledger, Ethereum, DTCC. The big players when it comes to developing and moving money around in the blockchain space. That's consensus, guys. And now they're going to be having support for Celo. So Celo is definitely going to be in the inner circle soon, guys. We got some more peer-to-peer lending platforms, IDE and plugin extension for more wallets, some data and analytics apps. But this one is quite interesting, guys. I'm going to bring this up. Hex Trust. Where have we seen this name before? Dara Hashgraph. It seems that Hex Trust is looking to be Asia's equivalent of NYDIG, guys. So essentially, much like with Hedera Hashgraph, Hex Trust is going to open up Celo to massive multiple banking relationships. So that's going to be big. Another thing that's going to be big is this UBI pilot, guys, with this impact market. Now, I downloaded the app, played with it a little bit, trying to see what it was about. Essentially, there's two ends to it. There is the recipient, and then there's the person who can add funds to communities around the globe in order for the recipients in the communities to, receive funds. Now, that is a very interesting concept. It shows that universal basic income can happen without the need of a governmental body. It essentially shows us that Celo will allow people to create their own communities and then fund their own communities, creating microeconomies all over the world, guys, resource-based ones. So Celo doing great things, guys. Would obviously explain why they are up so well right now. I definitely see that continuing, guys. But if you want to check this out in full, this will be on their Medium. Medium. A lot of projects have a Medium, guys, and this is where they have this information. So that's a very, very good resource that their Medium. But let's move over to the automated market makers and stellar lumens, guys. Now, that is a very extensive read, but what I'm going to automated market maker, we're going to look up the definition of automated market makers. Okay, courtesy of Gemini. So that way we can get a basic understanding. Now, states that automated market makers are part of the decentralized finance ecosystem. They allow digital assets to be traded in permissionless and automatic way by using liquidity pools rather than a traditional market of buyers and sellers. AMMs, usually users, supply liquidity pools with crypto tokens whose prices are determined by a constant mathematical formula. Liquidity pools can be optimized for different purposes and are proven to be an important instrument in the DeFi ecosystem. So now that we have that base understanding, we can go back to this article here. But now that we have that base understanding, now we can put together that automated market makers coming to Stellar Lumens is going to massively open up their DeFi capabilities, which ties us back to Project Venus, guys, that came out back in May. They began talking about it in February, but I believe they were officially released the blog in May. But if you've been here, you know what all of that's about. But essentially, Project Venus was to usher in the DeFi phase of Stellar Lumens. Now, thanks to this next protocol upgrade, we will have automated market makers. This technology is what allows for assets like Clever to run that exchange and have so many transactions in a second. Liquidity pools, that's the type of things that you see on Cardano or Uniswap or PancakeSwap or stuff like that, right? The benefit to those things is that you can see all of those projects with the exception of Clever, because Clever just got here, but you can see that all of those projects that have that extra feature, the automated market maker, Cardano's at $3, Uniswap's at $29, $30. Okay, Sushi's 10 or 11. It will open up means of liquidity, which means that money will be allowed to come into Stellar that will push it up to that price, guys. So this is very, very big for Stellar. Once I learned that, had to break it down to myself, I was like, that's why I invest in Stellar. But let's see what else Stellar has coming down the line, guys, because I hinted at another stablecoin coming into the market, but that's not all. XLM is going to allow instant DAO and enabling Stellar projects to build their own distributed autonomous organizations or governance DAOs to their assets. That is just going to bolster community and strengthen the overall core of the assets on XLM. Crypto Canoer. Now, this is a very interesting blockchain, but they're focusing on gaming, but more specifically, educational gaming. Okay, we've had play to earn. Crypto Canoer is going to is going to allow us to learn and earn. So that's going to be very big as well, guys. Now, on the subject of the new stablecoin, Fiji, island of Fiji, aims to create a fiat collateralized stablecoin pegged against the Fijian dollar to be used in a digital wallet that enables users to send and receive remittances with the Stellar network. So we've had a bank in Canada come on to the Stellar network for similar technology. Now we have the island of Fiji. Now, I don't know, this was released last month actually, but September 27th, but I don't recall seeing this news anywhere else. So if news starts hitting Cointelegraph or other sites and stuff like that about Stellar and the island of Fiji stablecoin, you know how Cointelegraph creates that, beautiful art and whatever. But if they start to say that, just know we saw it here first, guys. But that's it. that's it for this one, boy. It was a lot. I know. I appreciate you though if you stuck around to the end, guys. You know I try to give you as much information as possible every time I turn this camera on and this microphone on. But on that subject, I want to share with you guys a couple bonuses. All right. So don't go anywhere yet. We ain't going anywhere. I know it's Monday. I know it's a long video. But just give me a minute, okay? Some game. Make some money. But starting with Hut 8, guys. Now, I don't talk a lot about stocks, that world, but this is a blockchain stock. Okay. And it actually popped up in one of our most recent reports, the Bank of America Primer. Now, Hut 8 is the 7th largest holder of Bitcoin out of all the companies that hold Bitcoin. Okay. They focus on digital asset mining of Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash, I believe, mostly focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And they also have very, very strong institutional relationships. So the price of Hut 8 right now, $11 a share. It was $8. No, it was actually $7.65 when I discovered it. So let that say something right there, guys. It's the type of stock that you could classify as one of the fourth industrial revolution ones, the companies that are going to be around in the next 10 to 12 years because of their position. They're focusing on digital asset mining, not cloud mining, but mining companies, mining, big, huge mining rigs. Okay. And with that, what did we just figure out about the United States? Now the United States is the number one miner of cryptocurrencies in the world. Okay. Focus specifically Bitcoin. Now, guess what? Guess where Hut 8 is located? Okay. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. You might as well just call that the United States. No disrespect to people in Canada, but over here, guys, they talk about Toronto as if it's part of Michigan. I'm sorry, okay? Love you guys, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to mining in the United States, in North America, Hut 8 is one of those top pools, guys. So just wanted to share that with you. It's been profitable for me. So, and I know stocks, they move a little bit slower than crypto, so you can definitely still get involved. You can either do it through Robinhood, Public, Webull. I don't have links to Webull, but a lot of people use Webull, eToro. Pretty sure you can find them on there too. But yeah, guys, Hut 8 mining. Want to take a look into that, blockchain stocks. And as we get out of here, guys, I'm going to share with you my time in Decentraland. I went to Decentraland's Metaverse Music Festival this weekend, guys, and it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. Let's see if it'll play. If it'll play for me. My computer has been tweaking all day. I'm going to refresh this. There it is. All right. So yeah, guys, as we, close out this episode, I'm just going to scroll through this here. This was, I got the email. This was Paris Hilton stage. She was here doing stuff, and talking. And it was pretty cool. As you can see, guys, I hit the dance floor. Smooth with it, hanging out with this Mustang right here with the. She is straight out of the future. Look at that. She got the virtual thing behind her. Oh yeah, look at that. One time, whoop whoop. But this is the future, guys. This is what it looks like. The dance moves. I am shocked, boy. Whoever put this together has been watching society for quite some time. But what I did after that, guys, just started to explore stuff. Like I said, Decentraland is very fun. It is very fun, guys. Oh yeah. I don't know what that was about. We just kind of bumped into each other. Anyway, but yeah, it was fun. Metaverse Music Festival, guys. Future of social media, entertainment, movies like Ready Player One and other sci-fi films. They kind of primed us for this. And here we are. And this just also ties into my goal, guys. Yeah, look at that. I think that's why he tried to, run me over, but it's a virtual world and there's no violence. But yeah, on this channel, guys, I try to show you what I'm seeing coming down the line. And this is it. This is it, guys. Metaverses, virtual worlds, augmented reality, the changing of social interaction. That's essentially what we're seeing. You know, the money is just the surface level. What's honestly changing between people, guys, is how they treat each other. So, with all that being said, guys, that's it for this video. If you found value in all of it, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell, so that way you can hear me do it again. And all that being said, always remember, I want you to do 3 things. Have a great day. Have a prosperous day. Most importantly, make that money. If you don't, I'll come to your house and stare ominously through your window until you make at least $5 right there in that moment. Kidding. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.